Well, howdy, partners. Welcome back to Flavored Enemy Legacies. This one here is called Lord of the Worms. And I tell you, it's going to be a doozy. So, as we pick up starting, we're all located over here in Tavern Fez, in the beautiful city of Fazuran, out here in the waste, protected by our Lord and Savior, Fazura. Praise Fazura. Now, as we get started, y'all are enjoying yourselves some nice, cool, refreshing drinks, some shade from the sun, and some lively music. Why don't you go ahead and go around the table, introducing everybody that's sitting here at the card table. Captain Stellaris, you kick us off.
Yes, my name is Captain Stellaris, a Thornpiercer. A man filled with many regrets, and my only goal now is to assist others in the hopes of redeeming myself. And perhaps dying on the battlefield.
Well, don't invite him to a child's birthday party. Moving on next, we have Frankie the Hit of James. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little about you, Frankie?
Hi, I'm Frankie the Hitter James. I came from Cout. My favorite number is 86 because that's my jersey from SWAT Stick. You know, you take a stick, you swat at a ball, and you see how far it goes. And sometimes it makes it, sometimes it gets caught, you know. But, that's SWAT ball. Yeah, I'm Frankie.
Well, seems like a mighty fine fella, and definitely you would not want dating your daughter. Now, moving on to next. Vitorico, you tell us a little bit about you.
Hola, I am Vitorico. I come from a long line of fun-loving Aragorn, and I... Hold on. I need another pint. Yes, another pint. See, okay. So I have a long line of fun-loving Aragorn in my family, and I travel from town to town, and I look for more and more fun.
Well, could you tell us a little bit about you, Picker?
Yeah, well, I'm just sitting here playing cards. That's about all I ever do. I like to see how things work. Looking at all the people at the table here. Spend all my time taking things apart, putting them back together again. I got no problem letting anybody use any of my inventions. Because if they fail, they ain't failing on me.
Yeah, well, now that I got a chance to get to know y'all. Oh, who's that over there? Fella, you take a seat at the table. Could you tell us a little bit about you?
Strolling up is a little kobold. He's got a little bit of a rainbow pattern to him. Some of them are like metallic scales, and some of them are just straight chromatic. He hops up to the stage. He is clearly drunk and a little sad. I don't know where my game is.
Well, you want dealt in?
Yeah.
All right, have a seat. All right.
Now I start trying to pour alcohol into people's cups without any consent at all. Just topping people off, and it's not what should go in the cups.
What, are we rationing? Give me more.
Drink.
Well, I'm your card dealer. Name's Cade Dustwalker, and we're gonna get you all set up. He starts dealing out the cards. You see him; he's kind of like a very, very, very sun-kissed man, really waxed mustache, quilled at the edges, black hair. And he's got a flat-brimmed hat on, as well as a black vest and a white shirt on underneath that. It's kind of just got the sleeves just roughly tucked up. Everything's kind of coated in a fine layer of sand, and he starts dealing the cards out. So, what brings y'all to Fazora? You got anything else going on?
Was sent out on mission. Forgot why.
Oh, okay. Well, how about y'all?
I'm just taking a break from the good old-fashioned SWAT Stick, you know. Sometimes it's hard. SWAT Stick is hard. So is my eggs.
All right. Well, It's mighty fine y'all came through. We've been looking for some outsiders to take care of a problem that everyone else too terrified to take care of, you know. Y'all looking for work?
I'm looking for fun. Is this a fun mission?
Well, how about I tell you about it, and then you decide if it's fun.
My little horns perk up a little bit and I stare, like glossy-eyed as hell.
So, some ruffians took a big old supply that we got in from a brewer down in Spokestad. Makes the best drink you ever had with no alcohol in it, believe it. So the kids just love it. We call them sand dune sarsaparillas, and they are the best thing that you ever had. They love them so much. They love them so much that they be drinking them from morning all the way to sunset. Yeah, even some of the sand dune riders working out in the dunes, watching out for bandits. They be drinking them on jobs too. But that's not the problem. The problem is someone nicked it on the way here before you even got a chance to get them. Now we know where the site where they got nicked from was, but we wasn't able to figure out anything about what took them or where they went. All we know is that we sent a group out to go and try to figure out where it went, and when they came back, they were going on and on about a ghost that was chopping off heads and stuff. Now no one will even go anywhere near it. Yeah, we love that sand dune sarsaparilla so much, and believe me, you only get one batch a year because of how long it takes to make. But we love it so much, we offered 500 gold for the recovery of the crate.
See, I mean,
I like it. 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 I like it.
That's a new SWAT stick ball for me, or bat, or ball. You kind of lose both of them when you play, because, you know, sometimes you hit the ball too hard, and then it just kind of shatters the stick, you know. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
Help cousins. Help cousin. Help cousin.
I'm sorry. Is that 500 gold each? Or a single crate?
Well, yep, 500 gold total for the recovery of the crate. However many people want to go, that's up to them.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
Yep.
That's a good bit of money. I like the sound of it. Picker's just gonna
And
move the glass
on
away
top
from
of that,
him.
you'd be welcome in for Zoran anytime you want. And you know this is probably the safest place in Vittore, protected by our Lord and Savior Fazora. Praise Fazora.
It's just
See the entire
Praise Fazora.
The entire bar just praise Fazora, praise Fazora, praise Fazora.
Family.
Well, yeah. Hey, look at that, Stellaris. You won that hand. Here you go. And he pushes the 4 silver in the pile over. Well, I'm off to
Thank
do
you
my
kindly.
rounds. He sticks the sheriff badge back on his vest. If you need me, you can find me walking around. I'll be walking over to the wormhole next. Make sure that everything looks good over there. And he gets up and walks out. As he walks out, the doors kind of swing behind him and more sand rolls in. And you just see there's obviously a sandstorm that's going on right now.
We
We go now?
Nah, I think we should wait for the sandstorm to finish up here, you know, because, you know, the sand's going to get all over the place, and I don't want to get my jersey dirty, you know?
I crawl up onto the table and I take a nap.
That's one hell of a place to take a nap.
Okay.
I got way too drunk, way too fast.
He's right in the middle of our card game.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. We're playing here. Get off the table, you schmuck.
I'm definitely laying on all the coins like a dragon would.
I'm just gonna pick up Color and kind of like move him off the table and just kind of put him on the chair he was just on.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Game was rigged from the start. 12.
Okay. You Pick up Color and put him on the seat. No problem. Color, you just snoozing.
So,
Since I'm having my power nap right now.
What do you guys do?
anybody know where we're going? Like, do we know the general direction?
Maybe we want to go and talk to the people that went out on the last job.
You know what? That might be a good spot. I'm gonna reach my hand out towards Picker and be like, "Hey, I'm Frankie."
Hey, yeah, all right. And he reaches out reluctantly and shake your hand.
Don't worry. The only thing these hands are for are swinging SWAT stick bats.
Right, yeah. Cool. That's nice to hear.
I reach out my hand as well, just before they unclasp and put it on top of theirs, and I say, sí, me amo es Viterico. I can say my own name.
I'm Frankie. It's a pleasure to meet you as well. I guess. I mean, do you want your own handshake, or do you just want to stay on top of ours like this?
Sí. We as friends now.
I'd hope so. I mean, we just played a hand of cards together.
One hand of cards, it's all it takes for you guys to be friends, huh? Okay.
Well, growing up, my mom said I'm not exactly the smartest of men, so you know.
I see. No. Well, nice to meet you, Frederico and Frankie. I'm Pika.
Well, pleasure to meet you as well, Pika. And I'm gonna turn to Captain and be like, "So, I'm guessing you're the captain."
Captain, I am indeed, or shall I say, a former captain. I no longer officially have the position, but I still use it out and about on jobs. You never know when you could need that sort of power. You can just call me Stellaris.
I'll probably still call you Captain. Captain, my captain, you know. That's from the SWAT stick days back in 2 years ago.
I have no idea what you speak of.
Oh,
But,
wait till I tell you all about SWAT stick. It's gonna be great. I promise. We have a whole journey ahead of us. Once we go find these guys, we gotta talk to about the crates, and then once we find them, you know, I can tell you about SWAT stick. I can tell you about how it's like different techniques, different stances. Sometimes they like to throw curveballs. You know, it's crazy sport.
yes, I'm sure.
Slowly wake up and I start mumbling statistics.
Right. So, Captain, you were here when the problem that happened with the team that were trying to recover it last happened. You know that they've been kind of stuck in the jail cells because they've been just going on and on about all kinds of stuff. And Sheriff Dustwalker just thought they were like extremely drunk or maybe on some kind of light or something like that. So he kind of put them there to like let them sleep it off. So you would know that that's where they are.
So, are we all in agreement that we're working together on this then?
Yeah, I mean, 500 gold? Oof, that's a new uniform, new SWAT sticks, maybe a new ball, depending on how pricey the warehouse that you get them from is.
Sí,
All right.
senor. It sounds fun.
I'm gonna go a long way in the junkyards, I tell you that.
Well, then, it might behoove us all if I share some information. Now, the last crew happen to know exactly where they are. See, I was already in the area around the time that they returned. So, of course, I caught the whole commotion and I paid close attention, and I know they're currently sitting down in the jail. They don't seem quite all right, if you know what I mean.
So they're not right in the head? Or, like, are they a little bit hurt? Like they got hurt on the mission they were on, you know?
Well, surely if they'd gotten hurt, they wouldn't be in the jail cell, now would they? I mistook them for drunks at first, but one of them had this crazed look in his eye. He'd seen something horrific, but I'm not at all certain. I hadn't thought to speak with them before.
Well, you got me there about the jail thing, but lead the way, Captain, and let's go talk to these boys.
Are they injured?
I kind of missed what's going on. I got drunk too fast.
We're going down to the jails to talk to the guys who went out on that last mission for the crates that we can get 500 gold for. And Vitorico, they might be injured. I'm unsure. I would assume maybe, if not physically, then maybe a little mentally from what they saw, because they're in the jail cell, not the infirmary. But we could be wrong. Injuries are fickle creatures.
Oh, okay. I hope they're not too hurt.
All right.
I start acting very timidly.
So y'all make it over to the sheriff's office where the jail cells are. And Sheriff Dustwalker's not here right now as he's over checking on the wormhole. And you guys get to the front door and it's unlocked. What do you guys do?
Well, Captain, you seem to know where things are, so I guess you're in charge.
Lead the way, Captain.
Is
Well-
it okay to just walk in like that? I hope it's okay.
Well, the sheriff strikes me as the type to not care too much as long as you don't break the laws. So let's go in, have a look around, find these folks, and talk to them. See what they know.
I mean, wouldn't we technically be breaking and entering if the front door is unlocked and we walked in? Isn't that kind of breaking the law? And if we break the law, the sheriff might put us in the jail?
No, it's unlocked. You cannot break in if it's unlocked. You just walk in.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to get invited in,
Nah, I think it'll be fine, and Picker's just gonna open up the door.
The jail's a public space. How could we be breaking in?
You know what? That's a fair point, Captain. This is why they pay you the big bucks here.
So you all walk in, and you see that there is a blonde human girl behind a desk, with, like curly hair, kind of just up right above her neckline. She's got like this black and white polka dot dress on, and behind her you can see the door to the actual jail itself. And she looks up and she says, "Oh, hello. Well, aren't y'all short for sort? Well, I don't believe I know y'all. I think I've seen you before." She kind of points at you, Captain. "How can I help y'all today?"
Yes, hello there, ma'am. Indeed, you have seen me around before. I've been here for a while. Do you remember those folks that were brought in? Couldn't quite tell if they was drunk. One of them was raving a little bit about something out there in the desert.
Sure as sugar. They hadn't eaten nothing. I brought cornbread, or I brought beans, I brought jerky. They haven't touched nothing.
That's mighty strange. I'm just wondering, could we give them a talking to? See what they know?
Oh, sure. Oh, sure thing. Sure thing. Go ahead and head on back.
Thank you kindly, ma'am.
Oh, sure thing. Oh, keep it 2 feet away from the bars. Otherwise, we're not liable for any injuries you sustain.
Yes, ma'am, will do.
All right, head on back now. What do y'all do?
Well, let's head on back there.
On my way back, I accidentally knocked something over.
Yeah, there the umbrella holder just kind of falls over.
My tail is clumsy. Sorry.
Frankie just goes. I pick up the umbrella holder and be like, "I'm sorry for the man with the tail over there. It kind of looks like he's a bit clumsy with it."
Oh no, it sure is fine. Don't worry about it.
All right.
And-
Can you lead us the way or show us the way, or can you not
Oh,
leave the desk?
No, I'm not allowed to leave the desk here, but you can just head on through that door back there, and you'll be right there.
Thank you, ma'am.
And you guys head through the back door.
We go on through.
Always enter through the back door.
So you guys head inside, and there is 10 total cells arranged in the U-type pattern from where you guys walk in. So the left, the back, and the right. All of the people that are in cells are in the back of the room, and they're all kind of just lumped together in this back large cell. You see that they all look very disheveled, covered in dirt, wearing like disheveled, like long john pajamas and scars all over their arms and hands and face. And one that looks really concerned looks to have either gotten his eyes clawed out or maybe ripped out. What do y'all do?
In another completely different manner, in a more shocked tone, Color just immediately goes, "Holy shit! What the hell happened to your face?"
Hey, Color, you gotta keep it under wraps, you know? If you're gonna think bad things about people and accidents, you don't say it out loud, you think about it, and then when you leave, then you talk about it.
Or might I suggest
you see
you
him
do nothing? Keep that to
shift back to shift back into timid mode and go, sorry.
Don't
It's all-
apologize to me, apologize to the man.
What?
But we should probably go talk to these guys. And I make my way to the back and I stand 2 feet away from the bar like the lady up front said.
There. Huh? What? You ain't back, are you?
Who you think we are?
I thought you're the 30-handed ghost header.
Nah, the name's Frankie.
Oh, you were
30-handed what now?
Yeah, answer the question again.
the 30-handed ghost header lives out in the desert. He's invisible. And when he swings his 30 hands, 30 people lose their head. But he can't get you if you can't see him. So we done ripped out our eyes.
But if he's invisible, how can you see him in the first place? That makes no sense.
It also sounds a little counterproductive when you can just wear, blindfolds and just cover your eyes that way.
You don't know how the 30-handed ghost header works. I do.
So now why
If,
don't you tell us about it?
Well, first things is I seen him, and he cut off my head, and then I put it back on and cut out my eyes, and then I couldn't see him no more, so I lived.
Does this man have a scar around his neck?
You cut off your own head.
No, the 30-headed ghost header cut off my head.
And you put it back on.
Yeah, I sure did.
How? Are you some sort of necromancer?
Nope.
Can I roll
But you
insight
got
on
it
this?
alive.
I picked it up, I put it back on, and Fazora blessed me.
I would also like to insight this person.
Yeah, can we insight check this?
Sure. Make an insight check.
22.
13.
7.
He absolutely believes what he is saying.
No.
Like, without a shadow of a doubt.
And I get suddenly just a real clever level head, and I go, "Oh, he believes what he is saying, so his experience may have been completely psychological."
So what about the other ones then? What do they experience? And I look to one of the other guys in the cell.
He's just kind of holding his knees and rocking back and forth.
And what'd you see? Rocker over here.
You see that he kind of walks over and says, Old man Fibley's right. The 30-handed ghost header was out there. I felt him. I kept my eyes closed the whole time so he couldn't get me. But I felt him. He was breathing on my neck. Like a hot, moist breath. But I kept my eyes closed, and I didn't lose my head.
I would like to clap my hands together and just go, "Uncle, please help me out in this situation." And then, all right, well, the best thing we can do is probably go out there, right?
Well, yeah, we gotta figure out where we're going.
Oh yeah, where were y'all?
Oh, well, we was out past. You ever seen out in the dunes? It's a collection of rocks, and then one ancient obelisk out there. We call it Dick Hill because it looks like a dick.
Ah, clever.
You ever seen that one?
Yes,
I
yes,
have-
it's very funny. It's very funny.
Yeah, we were out there. That's where the robbery happened. But I tell you, the 30-handed ghost header's out there. I wouldn't want to go near there if I were you. We can wait another year without the sand dune sarsaparilla. As much as the kid's gonna hate it.
I don't really think we're gonna wait a whole year to get that sand dune sarsaparilla.
Well, if y'all want to go out there, that's your prerogative. But if it was up to me, I wouldn't go out there.
You kind of
That
did go
third
out
hand.
there,
Yeah,
and
well, yeah, well, maybe if I was me back then I wouldn't have gone out there, and then I wouldn't be who I am is now.
maybe if I find this 30-armed man, he might be good for the SWAT stick team. Back in Colt. Maybe recruit him to hit
30.
the.
It's that 30-handed ghost header. You,
That's the man.
you gotta know. You gotta know what you're getting into.
He can catch a lot of balls.
Oh, and hit him.
I have to ask, how many of your party went out and how many came back?
Well, 15 of us went out, and the 4 of us here is all that came back.
And they were all beheaded.
Sure thing. I heard all their heads hit the ground.
That and that means yours too, right? Because you said you got decapitated and then you put your head back on.
Yeah, I put it back on, all right.
Uh-huh.
Now, what about the others? Why couldn't they put their heads back on?
Well, because they didn't close their eyes like they're supposed to. They kept their eyes open. So when their heads hit the ground, their eyes staring at the 30-headed ghost head. Now they're perpetually stuck with no head. Dead as a doornail.
They couldn't just put it back on like you did?
Nah, because they didn't close their eyes when their head was spinning.
A doornail
ground.
never alive in the first place.
Brother's right.
Exactly. Say, you all wouldn't mind opening.
No can do, Buckaroo. We were under explicit orders. Don't open the door and stay 2 feet away from the bar. So let's go, Crow. And Frankie's gonna walk towards the door that they came in from.
Well, what do we get if we let them out? Hold on.
Bill?
We probably get time in prison.
And we get a bunch of blind, crazy people running around.
If y'all let us out, here's what I'm willing. I got a little farm back home. It's got 30 little baby purple worms in there. Great grandchildren of Fazora. You can raise them up, take them over, and rule a section of the desert.
Where's this bag located?
So I ain't telling you unless you let us out.
Well, we would love to let you out, but we don't have the keys. We just kind of, walked in through the front door. Plus, I don't feel like going to jail. I was a very big SWAT stick hitter back in the day, so, I can't exactly ruin my reputation like that.
Well, then when your head hits the ground, you'll know. You'll know you should have listened to me.
I mean, we just closed our eyes.
We will bring blindfolds. All will be well.
I cannot be surprised.
Y'all better watch out. That 30-headed ghost header gonna get y'all. And I'll be the one laughing. I'll be the one laughing with my head still on my shoulders, fixed back by the might of Fazora.
Well, I mean, you technically lost it in the first place, so,
Yeah, well, I was
Ooh.
redeemed. I was saved in Fazora's eyes.
Uh-huh. As you have her grandkid, hers. What gender is this, Fasura?
I kinda who father of your worms.
Well,
Be uncle. Well,
y'all better get on now, you hear? Storm's dying down. And if you're gonna try to take on the 30-headed ghost header, you're gonna need the time to prep.
Now, hang on just a minute. There's a couple of things I still don't quite understand. So,
Oh, sure. Go ahead and ask.
you say that you were attacked by this 30-handed ghost? You were robbed.
That's right.
Are you saying this ghost robbed you?
Oh, I'm saying that ghost haunts that area.
So then who robbed
Whatever
you?
happened, no, we weren't robbed. We went out to investigate what happened to the cart. We found the ruins of the cart there,
Ah, I see.
and the heads of the people that was running it. And then when we investigate, trying to figure out where we thought this was bandits, that's when we encountered the 30-head.
So then am I to understand that all that you found was this ghost and the ruined cart? That's all?
That's right. That's right.
You're certain there
The
are no
sand dune
signs...
sarsaparilla was nowhere to be seen. The sand dune sarsaparilla was nowhere to be seen around.
Is there a particular bounty out for this 30-handed ghost fella?
Nah, you see, the sheriff don't believe me. He thinks I've been high on some lighters or drinking the sauce too hard. He thought I was taking care of the Avacushian dust, some. But I told him I've been clean 13 years. Not a drop, not an ounce.
I would like to push my flask into the bars a little bit. You might need this a little bit.
I'm clear. I'm clean. But I would get your hand away from the bar for old Ridley there tries to... You see the one that was rocking stops rocking and gets to stand up.
Me and him have like a little bit of a staring contest because if he thinks he's gonna get at me, he's got another thing coming. I slowly back away from the bar.
So as old Ridley stands up, you can actually see a scar line along the neck. And you can see the freshly tore out eyes from old Ridley. You actually see what was his eyeballs laying on the floor.
Could we try and get these guys some medical help?
Color me convinced, guys. And I kind of turn around. We should head out.
That sarsaparilla ain't gonna find itself.
Before we go, though, there's one more thing I'm still not quite understanding. You claim to have a bag of Fizura's great-grandkids?
I stop at that. And I turn around.
I sure do.
Wait a
This
minute.
does not compute. Where did you get the grandkids?
Hell, they grow all around. All in the same. Hard part's catching them. See, Fizura has so many kids that the area around here in the waste, every time that you step foot onto the unpaved sand dune, you run the risk of being, well, leached upon by generations of his offspring. Ain't no one ever told you that before you've been walking through the waste? You never want to go off the path here.
Nope.
So you mean Fizura is just fine and dandy with you taking descendants of the mighty Fizura?
Yeah, well, as long as we raise them right.
And who is it that decides what is raising them right?
Well, all we can do is do the best by what we do. And all that.
All right. And then if they're as common as you say, then why offer them to us as a reward for letting you free?
Well, because I'd like to see you try to catch him.
Hold on. So you're saying that you gotta raise these youngins correctly, right?
That's the truth.
And you got them in a bag somewhere, just sitting there?
Nah, I got them in a little farm. I built like a little glass farm. It's got sand in it, and then I drop maggots in it, and then they eat the
Dropping maggots in it right now.
Huh?
Oh, well, they ain't being taken care of and you're all locked up.
Oh, yeah, no. My niece been feeding them every day.
Well, she got enough? Maybe we should go and help her.
Oh, no, she got enough. She knows how to take care of them.
You know where to find her?
Huh?
Where's your niece so we can ask her some questions?
Oh, no, I ain't telling you where my niece is. I don't need you trying to sneak up into the family and whatnot.
My only love is for stick SWAT, you know? That's the true love for Frankie.
See, maybe we need to find her so that way we can find out some more information on this 30-handed ghost hitter.
No, my niece ain't believe me either. She don't think I'm loopy, what you call me.
Well, maybe she's got some different information. We could talk to her, you know, cover all the angles, make sure that everything's covered.
Well,
Sorry. I believe
wait a
you.
minute. Are you all trying to con me?
I
Sorry.
don't know what you're talking about. We're just trying to get more information so that way we can go get the sarsaparilla, save your friends if they're still alive, and, you know, we just carry on, because we don't know if they're fully dead or not.
Sir, trust me.
Oh,
You can tell I am not a liar.
well, as long as you say that, I believe you. Well, you see, my niece, She stays on my farm just outside Fazoran. We take care of all kinds of things out there. Turnips, rutabagas, potatoes,
Was there
turnip,
worms?
just outside. You seen it. We don't got a windmill. That's got a big old potato on top. Biggest potato you ever seen.
All right, I think we should get going now, folks.
Me too. I
Y'all
think we
better
can.
watch out for that 30-handed ghost header. He gonna
Yeah,
get
we know.
you.
Keep our eyes closed. If we see it coming, close our eyes, and then we can reattach our heads. You know, we've got it. We know.
Yep.
We heard you
You
the
know it.
first 3 times, and I'm gonna walk
Mm-hmm.
out the door we came in.
Y'all find everything you need, sugars?
Yeah, we got. I think we got all the information we need. We just gotta stop by his farm, visit his niece, cover some tracks and info, and then we'll be on our way. Do you happen to have a map of the area?
Sure, sweet tea, I do. Here you go. She slides over a map.
Ah, thank you very much, ma'am. And I'm gonna take the map and open it.
All right. If y'all need anything else, you just come on down and I'll help you out. All right. Just ask for Dottie.
Thank you very much, Dottie. Hail to Zura. And Picker will walk out the door.
Praise for Zora. Y'all have a good on time now. You hear?
Praise for Zara.
Praise for Zura. And I'm gonna walk out the door behind Bicker.
See praise, and I'm gonna walk out the door.
I waddle.
Now, Miss Dottie, one more thing before we go. These men here,
Oh.
how much longer y'all planning to keep them locked up?
Well, the sheriff done called for some clerics to come down from the temple to do some healing. See if that will figure in maybe getting rid of whatever is afflicting them right now. You hear? So, as soon as that happens, we'll be letting them out.
Yes, I see.
Just better for the whole public if they're not, tearing out everybody's eyes and whatnot.
Indeed, I understand entirely. Thank you kindly, Miss Dottie, and praise for Zura.
Praise for Zora. And what do y'all do now?
I don't think it's necessary for us to go to the niece's place. Why not just go take on this creature?
Well, because the creature didn't really steal anything, according to him.
We can also see what the man was like before he left for the sarsaparilla. See if we can cross-reference everything. See if he was actually insane before he went insane.
Well, I saw the marks on his neck and his eyes. I mean, I think it's pretty clear. He did not seem like a liar. I made sure to get a good look at him.
Also, wouldn't you like
Right.
Zora's kids look like?
Well, I mean, distant relation. But I heard that there are plenty of worms around here. It's just
So,
that's why you don't go off the trails. You just get eaten.
DM, does the map have the trails on it, or is it just like a map of the local area without any of like the routes or something?
Oh yeah, the map of Fazoran has the actual township of Fazoran and all the notable locations. It also has the 3 routes leading out of town. One leading up into the northern side towards the mountains, which it involves a pass that you're able to take, which leads you towards Avandra, Douglas, and the rest of the cold. And then there's also the one going out to the west, so there's the one that leads out to the west, which leads to Kezundor and the gates to the Dark Hills, Spokestot, and the like. And there's the one that leads out to the south that wraps along the mountains towards the Maw.
Do we know what direction Dick Rock would be?
Yeah, Dick Rock is located on the path to running to the east. It's just past the small oasis in the center of the wastes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Frankie's gonna look at the map again, and he's gonna be like, "So, I think we should be going this way." And he's gonna point on the map and be like, "I think Dick Rock's over around here, from what I can kind of gather."
Are you sure? You seem rather familiar with the area. Myself, I've
I
only
mean,
been here perhaps once before, long ago, before I left the army.
I do not know area. I only heard about it.
I'm just kind of looking at the map, and the map has kind of like a dick-shaped rock on it over this way. So I'm just kind of assuming that's what Dick Rock is.
Then by all means, please,
I don't
lead
think
the way.
mine's shaped like that. That one's more weird.
Probably looks more like a dick when you see it up close. And I'm gonna start walking towards the direction of Dick Rock. But do we need anything before we head out, or do we think we're all set? And Frankie's gonna pop some big league chew.
Is most everybody like a humanoid?
I'm a herringorn, so I basically look like a rabbit, but on 2 legs instead of 4.
That's awesome.
I'm a Goliath. I should have stated that on the intro.
I'm an elf, so yeah.
Pick us a little.
I think all of ours look different. Dick Rock is a little confusing. But onward.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take lead and start walking towards Dick Rock.
So you start heading down the trail towards Dick Rock. You guys doing anything else before you head out?
I don't really think I have anything to do.
Now, shouldn't we ask around?
Are there? I think. I would like to see if there are shops. If this ghost is as dangerous as they say, we should bring potions.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know what? That's a fair point. I didn't really think about that. So, meet back here, or should we just? Actually, we should all just go together. You know, that makes things.
Why split up?
That's a fair point. So, anybody know any of the shops around here?
Is there anybody in the party who uses a shield?
Oh my god, that was me. I'm sorry. I thought I was muted.
No, I don't think
I do not, as a barbarian.
I am punchy boy. I use fist. But I do have a nifty little sword.
What about Captain? Is he using a shield?
No, definitely not. I am a man of many blades. I have no need of a shield.
I need somebody to try and grab me.
Well, all right then. I guess I'll just use the shield all for me.
It's better safe than sorry, you know.
You see, I like to make things, and so if we're looking to buy things, maybe there's some things that you can pick out from my bag, if you know what I mean.
I see what you mean. But let's get potions first, and then once we get the potions, we can do a little grab bag action, you know.
Oh sure, yeah. Sounds great.
Where DM, is there a shop that's just near us, like a general goods store that's not run by Jimothy, whoever he may be?
So yeah, there's actually Fazurin's Trade Goods, so a local shop that sells kind of just the very, very basic stuff. There's also a blacksmith nearby. It's called Purple Scale Armor Works.
So let's head over to that general goods store that's right over there, and I point in the direction of the general goods store.
Excellent plan. And I'm gonna hop along after him.
I don't really have any money.
I think I got 10 gold from when I won cards a little while ago, but I know the captain just won recently, so he might be able to hook some fellas up. Or women. Or non-binary. I don't know your genders.
Normally speaking, I'd be happy to assist. However, it was merely 4 lousy silver. I mean, it's all yours if you want it, if it'll help you out.
Nah, I think we might be able to haggle, you know. Let's try the hands here.
I wish you luck. I think perhaps I ought to stay out here on the street and ask around, see if anyone has spotted any suspicious activity or bandits as of late.
Aye, aye, Captain. And Frankie's gonna blow a bubble from the big league chew.
Hey, Frankie. Frankie, hold on. Here. And Picker's gonna hold out 8 gold. You take this. I'm gonna hang out with the captain. If you need anything for this little excursion, pick us up something nice.
Yeah,
I don't want to split us all up and leave anybody alone.
yeah, that's a fair point. We don't know who else is hanging around here. I'm just gonna go get some health potions for us, and then I'll be right back out. You know, it'll be quick in, quick out, easy in, easy out.
Sure. Now that's all I got left on me. I kind of been loose with my money lately, so if you could just don't lose that if you ain't gonna sell, buy anything.
I'll make sure it stays put with me. I'm sure it's all good. And then Frankie's gonna go
Gotcha,
into.
Frankie. Don't mess with me.
I ain't gonna mess with you, Picker. You seem like a good guy, and a good guy knows a good guy. We shook hands. That's a firm handshake, and firm handshakes mean friendship.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Anywho, Frankie's gonna go into the general goods store.
You head inside the general goods store, and bell kind of chimes as you guys walk in. As you walk in, and you hear, "Well, howdy. Praise for Zora. How can I help you today? My name's Tim."
Hey, praise for Zura, and we're looking for some health potions. You happen to have
Oh,
any?
that's a little bit on the higher end of things that I got. I happen to have a few, but typically that's not something I carry.
How much you selling them for?
Oh, sure thing. So let's take a look here. I've got 4 here. That's all I got right now. Let's see. Well, I'm selling them for 50 gold pieces each.
Hey, ooh, that's a tad bit pricey.
Yeah,
What if I
well,
told you?
the trade import, all you hear. It's hard to get supplies out here that don't grow out here.
I mean, that's a fair point. But what I offer you a trade? I give you some of this, and I open up my pack of Big League Chew. I'll be like, I'll trade you some gum, which is from Cult. It's a special thing that we stick swap players chew before a game. Gives us good luck. Might bring in some more customers for you. So I'll trade you some of this mighty fine gum for the potions, and I'll throw in 4 gold.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. I almost want to say a deception check.
Oh no, I'm gonna give her gum. That's a 10. Frankie's doing work.
Alright, well, I'm not too sure that'll be a good deal. However,
I mean,
I do finally like that. What is that? A club on your back? I'd be willing to trade for all 4 potions for that.
I'm sorry, but the club on my back ain't for sale. That's a special item I got from my years as a SWAT stick player.
Can I go out of sight of?
Make a stealth check.
I just want to.
Can I assist by distracting her?
Sure,
man.
you can try.
So
Hey, I mean, I could tell you the story about how I got the bag.
So you can roll with advantage.
Oh, yes, sweet. Oh, damn, that doesn't really do any better. But that's a 10. I just want to kind of get out of the way to where she doesn't really notice me. Like, she's not really looking my direction.
Well,
I grab the hilt of my sword.
I'm not too interested in the story. Hey, you got the bat, but you got anything else to trade? I'm always keen to hear a trade.
I could trade you for this great axe.
I'll do magic for you. Give you a show in exchange for the potion.
No, it's got to be something I could sell.
I got this great axe I could trade you for.
Okay. Well,
I would like to.
I can give you 1 potion for that.
What about 2? Because I could throw in a javelin and we're throwing some gum. The Big League Chew is pretty big league. It's hard to come by. And then I'm gonna blow a bubble right in front of her just to show that I'm also chewing the gum.
Yeah.
1 more weapon, you got yourself a deal.
I would like
Can
to.
I just try to pocket one while they're talking?
I would like
make a sleight hand check.
In this instance, I would also like to summon a method. It just kind of randomly shows up. Is there a way?
Sleight of hand.
Wild.
Yeah. What's up?
Do I have to roll for control, or it's just automatically under my control?
It's just automatically under control.
I just kind of grab the hilt and I go, oh, dust. And then little sand
24
kind of pops up.
All right. Yeah, you pocket one while she's paying attention to the The dust.
I got a
hit the
nat
earth.
20. Do I get to pocket 2?
You just swipe all 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I got this javelin for you. I can trade in a javelin and the great axe.
Well,
As they're talking, I'm just gonna shrug and seems as though it's not worth it, and hop out the door.
yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I don't. Nah. I think I'm gonna have to stick to my guns here.
Alright.
3 weapons.
You said 2 earlier.
3 weapons
tried-
for all these. Wait a minute.
Wait, huh? The potions are gone?
Who the?
I don't know. I was talking to you the whole time, so it couldn't be me.
And she goes to run out the door. Guards!
I am going to pick up Color and then sprint out the door and then tell Captain Picker and Vitorico that we gotta go.
We just immediately leave the town. Damn it, I didn't roll a 1. It just turns into a pile of dust a minute later. Right on her counter. There's just a big old pile of dust on her counter.
Hey, we gotta go because apparently she thinks I stole and I didn't steal, so we gotta go before, we get thrown in jail with the other ones, and I really don't want to get my eyes pecked out, you know?
I don't know what happened. I was trying to show off what the sword did.
Yeah, I know, and I was talking to her about my great axe and javelin, trying to get a trade because, she said 2 weapons, and now apparently it's free. Oh!
I will tell you what happened, and I am going to display all 4 potions with a flourish.
Well, that explains what happened to the potions, but we gotta go. And
Let's
Frankie's
run.
gonna run. Frankie's gonna run to the east.
I'm gonna hop off of you, and then I'm going to start running faster than you.
And you guys start running down the eastern trail.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you start booking it down the eastern trail. You guys can kind of head out of town. You see that the trail itself looks to be like compacted sand that's lined with sandstone bricks. And then continuing down, you can see that it leads all the way through the dunes, and then the dunes are very loose, flowy sand on either side as you're kind of just traveling this pathway all the way through. And you guys run for a good while until you're almost outside of sight of the town, and might need to stop and catch your breath. The heat kind of catching up to you all as you kind of stop for a second at the top of a dune. What do y'all do?
Okay. We don't need to be running so far, right? We're running.
I mean, we just gotta get away from the guards because of Vitorico over here stealing the potions. I mean, it was a good call because I don't think she was gonna bargain much more, but good call, Vitorico.
We're not
I
gonna
didn't
be
see
allowed in there again.
That's the unfortunate part, but once we come back with that sarsaparilla, they're gonna have to say thank you, you know?
Yeah.
So,
But
And if we are good, we will not use the potions, and then we can just give them back. No harm, no foul.
I mean, there was the harm of stealing it in the first place, but we might as well use them, you know? We need them if the ghosty goo is gonna try and chop off all our heads again. Well, not again, but like the crazy guy was saying.
maybe you could
Listen,
pay it
my
back.
friends, it is better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
My ma said the same thing.
they always taught us different at a monastery. They were just tried to do good. And sometimes doing shady thing is doing good.
Well, when we come back with that sarsaparilla, they'll be saying, "Man, I'm really glad they stole those health potions from us, so that way they could go get sarsaparilla." I mean, we could have also mentioned we are going to the sarsaparilla in the first place, but that's the purpose. They're just gonna say, "Oh, you're stupid." It'll be that.
Well, depending on how much they love it, it means everything to them, right? They only get it once a year. I mean, I think that's the whole reason I came here. Some weirdo gave me a flask, and Whew! And I hold up the flask. Anybody want some?
Who gave
I'm
that
not
to
that big of a drinker.
Who gave it to you, Carl?
I will take some, and I'm gonna take the flask and swallow a shot.
It is just like
Uh,
hard whiskey, and like there is
I,
like an endless amount of it.
I think Picker wants to know who you got it from.
It was in the travels. I don't really remember since I got really blackout after. It just kind of got passed around at a party I was at.
All right.
Well,
Can we see Dick Rock from where we are?
You still have about 3 days walk before Dick Rock.
I only
So,
got 1 day of rations, guys. We should
I
probably
also have according to the map, we have what might be quite a bit to go. So, we should probably try and figure out how to either try and go back into town, apologize for stealing, and I also look at Picker and hand him back the 8 gold he gave me and be like, we kind of didn't need it, as you can tell. And as a man of my word, I told you I'd give it back.
I appreciate that. Now, just letting you know, I do have some food or an ability to make some food for us for our trip, if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, if that's the case, then let's get going. What are we waiting for?
Well, hold on, no, no, this is a limited item that I have created. I can make some food. I'm gonna need some compensation at the end of all of this to refund my supplies, if you know what I mean.
I can offer you a great axe or a javelin or maybe some gum. That's all I got for you.
You can have. I just give you the sword I have.
No, thank you. Now, I don't want any of that right now. I'm thinking maybe when the deal's all done and we each get our payout, you just reimburse me.
Okay. I don't have use for money. I just wonder.
Also, I'd like one of you to possibly try out one of my little toys that I have here.
Oh, interesting.
What are these toys? I would
It's-
try one.
It's just the one that I have. See, I think what it'll do, I haven't had an opportunity to play with it yet, is you put it on and then you kind of can zap yourself 15 feet or so in different directions.
Oh, so it's kind of like a teleporter.
Yeah, a little bit like that. You can do that every once.
Oh, I have the spell teleport. I can do that. I'm gonna cast teleport.
Frankie.
Okay. Where? Where do you
Where are you
go?
teleporting to?
I'm going to try and teleport right behind Frankie so that I'm standing directly behind him.
You do so. Appear right behind Frankie.
I'm just gonna look at Picker and then just kind of look around and be like, hey, where'd Federico go?
I don't know.
I tap him on the shoulder and say, "Boo!"
Frank, they
Jesus, don't scare me like that, and I'm sorry for interrupting you, Picker, but she just spooked me, and you don't spook the big guy.
Oh, jeez! Wow, look at that. You're tricky. I'm gonna keep an eye on you.
I get spooked easy, when you're as big as when you're a Goliath, everything. Not everything, but sometimes the smaller people can slip by and you get into accidents. I accidentally kicked a person once. They kind of went flying a little bit. It was a bad time.
Well, seeing as how Federico doesn't want it, maybe you try him on, Frankie. See what you think.
Yeah, I can give it a crack.
Sure, and you'll
Kinda
see Picker pull out from his bag some very shoddy, cobbled together shoes that kind of have a bit of smoke and sparks coming out of the sides. There's metal attached to them and winding, whirling parts, and kind of sputters a bit. He just put these on.
Are they Are they gonna fit?
Yeah, they got. I talked to them. They got a little bit of something extra to them. They should fit no matter what size your shoe is.
I'm gonna put on the shoes.
Sure. They work as a bonus action. You can teleport 15 feet.
Love to hear it. Gonna add that into the
Says a
inventory.
bonus action, teleport up to 15 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. You must have occupied the space at some point during your current turn.
Alrighty. Gonna add that into my inventory. I can offer you some gum as a thanks, you know. The big league chew isn't that bad, and I hold out the pouch.
Yeah, sure. And Picker will take some.
Um
My boots.
so roll one, you get 1d4 temporary hit points from the gum.
Wow, this gum is pretty nice.
I know, right? Well, that's why it's my favorite gum to chew before the SWAT stick games.
So there you go. Maybe you try them out, see if you like them. If not, a couple of days I can make something different.
Yeah, I'll give him a try in a couple of seconds. And then I'm gonna walk down the hill and look up at the spot I was just standing and then use the shoes to teleport up to the spot.
Okay. You teleport right there, and it's kind of like you kind of come in at a slight angle, like where like your left foot hits, and it's just kind of like at a slight angle, so where it's just kind of like you have to recenter your balance.
Oh man, that's gonna be one hell of a thing for the SWAT stick games, you know.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure you can fool some people when they think you're trying to steal a base, and then you come right on back, right?
Oh, absolutely, you know.
Would that be cheating?
Depends on how you look at the rules, you know, but I didn't see anything when I started playing, but I've also been out of the game for a couple of years. I had to retire early a little bit, but I'm hoping to come back at some point.
Why
Frankie,
did you retire?
Frankie, I'm
I
gonna stay towards the back whenever we're in a bit of a scrap, and I'm hoping those can help you maybe get to me if you need to.
Oh, don't worry, I'm and I flex the muscles to show off that I'm just the big strong boy. Don't worry, I'll keep you guys protected if needed, and I'm pretty sure the captain too can help out.
So you all are kind of walking along as you guys are talking, moving towards the destination. And as you reach kind of a decent distance, you can see that off to the right there is a shrine to the Whisper, and being the goddess of freedom and adventure, she has shrines set up for travelers and adventurers to be able to stay in comfort and kind of like a home away from home kind of thing. So as you get close to it, you can see that there's like these kind of carved out seats from sandstone, kind of wrapped around a small campfire. And there's also, you can see that there's stacks of wood that have been chopped up for firewood already stacked, and a woodcutter's axe also there for splitting any other pieces of wood. And then the shrine itself, where there are individual little pieces and tassels and bits left for other adventurers to be able to use if they need to. Kind of an unspoken rule with the Whisper that if you take something from the shrine of the Whisper, you leave something for the next adventurer.
I would immediately like to just go ahead and leave 10 torches.
Okay. So it's getting late at night, and you guys have been walking for a while, so you feel like this probably be a decent place to rest if you needed it. And colors, you're looking at the altar. You see that there's rope there, a dagger, there's a mace, there's parchment and ink and quill, and there's also a flint box.
Is there anything written on any of the pages?
No, it looks to be blank parchment.
Interesting. If there's anything here that you might need, I Will takes a little bit of the paper and a little bit of the ink, and I will begin, just writing, just mainly just symbols and draconic.
Okay.
I'm gonna start chopping some wood and getting a campfire ready.
Okay. Captain, what are you doing?
I'm going to sit a moment and reflect on our current situation, as we hardly have enough rations to make it all the way to Dick Rock and back, and we're doing so by foot. Going to see if there's anything we can do to speed our travels.
So you do see a couple of young adult purple worms out in the dunes that if you could wrangle them, you could ride them.
Say, Picker,
Yeah, what you need?
take a look over there. You see those purple worms?
Oh yeah, look at them.
So I was thinking,
What about?
if we can manage to get a hold of them, we can use them as a mode of transport.
Oh sure.
You,
Yeah. How do you want to?
I stop what I'm doing. You say what?
said purple worms.
You all would know. You all would know that the worm riders of Vizuran regularly ride young adult purple worms as their modes of transport. So it's not like unheard of, but they're usually the only ones who can do it.
How big are these purple worms?
So these are young ones. So they're from what you can see, they're about 4 foot wide. And as they're kind of like going through the sand, you estimate they're probably about 8 foot long.
They big.
They're not super big like the older
They're-
purple
they're like
worms
a graboid.
or Fazura.
They're like a graboid.
Yeah.
Well, I can make them a little bit smaller, but I don't know if there's a whole lot I can do.
How
other
would
than
we?
feed 'em
How
up.
would we even get them? And
We could shout insults or try and attract them with food. Maybe just hurt their feelings a little, and that might bring them closer.
Let's try and avoid angering them, shall we? Anybody got a rope? We could make a real big lasso for them.
Good thing there's a shrine to the Whisper over here, and I'm gonna look for the rope on the shrine.
yeah, I will
Yeah,
also pull out
there's
some
a-
rope I have.
There's 100
I
foot
also
of
have rope.
there's 100 foot of silk rope on the shrine to the Whisper as well.
In trade for the rope, I'm gonna put a javelin down. So, how do we want to do this?
Well, you ever make
Well,
a
how many
lasso?
Nope. I'm just I'm the strong one. So if you can make the lasso, I might be able to pull them in.
See, I can make a lasso for you. It's a fun trick to entertain the children. And I whip together a real quick lasso.
Okay, so that takes care of one worm. Now, how about the other? I've got 50 feet of rope. If anybody's got another section.
Well, I mean, we could probably pull one in, and then use the 50-foot rope that you got and tie it to something so that way it can't get away, and then just rinse and repeat. Just leash them.
There's also the decent chance that one is going to be sufficiently strong enough to carry all four of you easily.
If we only need one, let us make sure we can subdue it.
Don't worry, good old Frankie might be able to put the worm to nappy nap if need be.
All right, then by all means, be bait. Try and distract it long enough while we sneak up behind it. See if we can get this rope around its neck.
All right, Captain, you got it. And I'm just gonna start shouting at the worm, "Hey, you big purple ugly worm, get over here!"
You see it shift towards you and dive into the dunes to where you can't see it.
That's right, run them back home to your mama. And I'm gonna get the bat ready.
Uh-oh. Maybe we shouldn't have done this so close to the campsite.
The ground starts shaking.
So I'm gonna start moving back uphill from where we were.
I am
That
going
way.
to move a little bit closer towards Picker.
You see the violence of the shaking of the ground kind of simmers down, and you can see that it's shaking even more violently towards where Frankie is heading.
So I'm going to how I'm assuming I can't feel how close the worm is based off the vibrations.
The vibrations are in your feet, but they're not as violent as they are about, you'd say, probably about 45 feet in front of you, but you can't really get a sense of where.
All right. So Frankie is going to think about that one time back in SWAT Stick when James the Schwacker hit the ball and domed Frankie right in the forehead because Frankie was the pitcher, and he's going to enter a rage.
All right. And the ground starts to shake really violently, and this purple worm lurches out of the ground right at your face.
I take the bat and I just swat down.
You get one free attack. Go ahead and roll to hit.
This is it. The moment.
I believe in you.
Oh, that's an 18. Does an 18 hit?
Hold on a second. I was pulling up the stats.
Yeah, good.
Real quick, roll me initiative, y'all, just so I can keep track of it.
Can do.
Oh, and I have advantage on initiative?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Captain's going first.
yeah, you are. Oh, no, the captain's going first?
Yup.
Oh, hell yeah.
It goes captain, then me, then
Probably me,
pitcher
because I got a
coach.
20.
So, Captain, you see the
Oh,
young
no.
purple worm lurch up out of the ground, right into the Frankie's face. It hasn't hit him yet, but it's right there. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to leap right at it and try and throw my arms around its neck, which I don't realize
Okay.
is a bad idea since small compared to the worm.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and make a? We're gonna call this an athletics check.
22.
So you land right on its back. What do
Then
you do
I'm
from
going
there?
to try and pull it back.
All right, like you wrapping the rope
Yes.
around. All right. Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
It's a 9.
All right, so you kind of pull it back, and it like kicks all the way up out of the sand, and back flops with you on its back onto the sand, and then goes back into the dunes as you take 6 bludgeoning damage, just kind of right onto your back on the sand.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Do you want me to roll for my wild magic surge?
Yes, please.
All right, because I forgot to do it, and I thought I'd ask now instead of later down the line.
Yes, please.
Is it?
So, Color, you're seeing this happen, like where the purple worm lands on the back and kind of smushes Captain a little bit. And as the purple worm's kind of going back into the dunes, you have your action.
Oh, I move directly in towards it and I go, oh, no, you don't. At first, I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a, I don't know if I have to do this. All right, cool. So, all right, this just takes a bonus action. So I'm gonna whip my hands out and like 2 big old dragon claws are gonna appear like from behind me, and I'm gonna try and grab the worm.
Okay.
With them. This is gonna
So
be terrible.
make an athletics check for grapple.
And that's a natural 1.
He rolled a 2, so not much better.
I rolled a 3 total.
Yeah, his is 11 total. So
Oh, I get whipped
yeah,
through the air.
yeah, swoop, and this thing is going back into the sands. Vitorico, you're up. As you see this thing push its face down into the sand and is getting ready to dive into the dune.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can. Geez, I don't know how much time I have. Would I have enough time? No, I wouldn't. Never mind. Ignore all of that. I'm going to use my book of misspells.
Okay.
And
Which
I'm going
spell
to.
are you using?
I'm going to cast massage at the worm.
All right.
And see if that will chill it out. so that
You
it does
see-
not dive into the sand.
I'd like you to make an animal handling check with advantage.
Okay. There's one. Come on. There's the second one. 24.
So you see the worm just kind of sinks softly and just lays on the top of it. Doesn't move.
Excelente.
How much damage did I take?
Oh yeah, you took
Fell after
1
a while.
bludgeoning. So that brings us to you, Frankie. You're up. What are you doing?
All right, so where's the worm currently?
It's laying on top of the sand about 20 feet away from you, just chilling.
Is it on the path?
No, it's on the sand.
Hang on, am I still trapped underneath it?
Yee.
No, you were kind of crushed and beneath it, and then it rolled off you to go back into
Got
the
it.
sand. So you're not stuck.
Is the lasso nearby?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the lasso and try and rope the worm and pull him closer to the path.
Sweet. Go ahead and make a acrobatics check. Let's call it that.
Excellent. 22.
You land first try, rope right around the worm's neck.
And I'm just gonna pull him over and be like, "You big purple bastard, get over here. We need your help. Sorry for
Make
calling you ugly."
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, geez, Rick. 15.
Notice that it kind of leans up a little bit, curves its head so where it's kind of reared in like a snake kind of position.
Mhm.
And just waits. Doesn't move. Shakes its head a little bit to the left and right.
Yeah, I'm sorry for calling you ugly. I just wanted to get your attention, and I didn't know how to do it. And I'm not exactly the brightest bulb in the box, so insults are the way to go. It's a SWAT stick training, and that's all Frankie's gonna do for now because he doesn't want to run out at the moment.
Picker, you're up.
Picker is going to reach into his bag and pull out a small round item and throw it at the worm and cast reduce. Enlarge reduce. I'm reducing it.
Okay.
You got to roll a DC 17 con.
8.
All right. It has disadvantage on all strength checks and grows 1 size smaller and 1/8 lighter.
All right. It shrinks down and is now much smaller.
Yeah, it should be a little easier to pull in.
Hey, so, in Draconic, I go, oh, sorry about that. So like, you mind if you help us out for a little bit? You get to eat whatever you want if things go bad.
How did you just say that first?
Sorry, I didn't know about the language.
I thought y'all were trying to cook my meat.
No. Wouldn't do that to cousin.
Yeah. Some cousins try to eat cousins.
No, not me. I don't come from that part of the family.
All right, cousin. Can you tell them not to keep rope so tight?
Okay. I go. All right. All right, guys. He says it's cool to ride. Whenever, just make sure ropes aren't so tight. And, he doesn't have to be small anymore.
Alright, if I'll loosen the ropes for him. It's the least I could do. I did insult him and call him ugly, and I'm just gonna loosen the rope up a little bit so that way it's not suffocating him.
You called him ugly. I gave him massage. Clearly, I am better with animals.
Yeah, yeah.
So then perhaps, Frankie, you should not be the one with the rope. No offense, I just don't want to risk angering our friend here. Does our friend here have a name? Can you ask?
What's name? My name's Color. Hello?
Yeah, my name's Gasano. People call me Gus, though.
Gusto.
No, just Gus.
No. Hey, Gus. Gus. Gus Bus. Oh, bad joke.
What's
But
what's funny, cousin?
oh, that was a little me above character. That was a bad reference. But his name's Gus. He let us ride.
I think you should have the rope since you can talk to the man.
I kind of agree with the rabbit. Sorry, Federico. I hand
You know where?
color.
Does he know where Dick? You know where Dick Rock is?
Yeah, I know where Dick Rock is.
Okay, so we don't even need to pay attention to where we're going. We just need to be on lookout.
I can get you guys there in 2 hours.
Oh, let's do it.
Take
the wildest ride you can.
I don't recommend it. You tell me that.
He says everything will be smooth sailing.
Should we take first? Settle real quick. Let our friend Gus here hang out, get used to the group, and then move from there.
Do you want to hang out with these guys?
I'm ready when you guys are.
He says he's ready to go.
What do you think, Captain? There we go. What do you guys think we should do? You two, Picker. What's your input?
Well, I'd like to wait till tomorrow. I got an idea for something I can make tonight.
I have enough rations for one night. We could sleep on it, ride in the morning when we're fresh.
Agreed. That sounds like the best option at this time. Take a moment and recharge. Let our friend Gus here rest up from the way we jumped on him and start fresh tomorrow.
Okay. Did you get all that? Do you understand that tongue or just this one?
I just understand this one.
Okay, so he said, wait till the morning. Cool.
Alright. I'm gonna go get something to eat then.
Later.
Let you guys have something to eat.
I have a little ration, and it's just a tiny little thing, and I toss it to him.
What was that?
It's just some jerky.
No, I know we're like...
I know. That's all I got.
Well, I'll bring you back a sun cow.
Ooh.
And does anyone stop Gasano from taking off?
He's gonna go get something to eat.
How do we know he's coming back if he's leaving to go get something to eat?
He's gonna bring something back.
I don't know if I trust that, but I don't know. I think he should stay put because there's no chance he's coming back. It should just be yeah, I'm going out. I'm going to get some something to drink from the inn and then never come back.
The best way I can convince you while telling not a complete lie. I turn around. Hey, Gus. He wants to know how he'll know if you'll come back.
You're my cousin.
Okay.
Family helps family.
Alright. He's my cousin, so we're cool like that, and he just trust him. He's a cool worm, man. Not all of them are mean. I know a lot of them, but that's just a little prejudice. It's a language barrier.
It's a high color. If you trust them, then I guess we can trust them.
I'm surprised
What color?
Oh, I was just surprised anybody even really trusts anybody.
Well, I mean, we kind of have to trust each other at this point because we're all kind of on this adventure together. I mean, we didn't really have to, but since we did, we gotta trust each other. That's how teamwork works. And I'm gonna go back to setting up the fire and making sure everything's still going.
Alright. And you guys kind of just get everything settled and set up and done for the night.
While the
Rest
conversation
up.
going on, Picker is going to be dumping out his bag and finishing constructing something.
Okay.
mainly because I forgot to describe my metal companion at the beginning. So he'll just finish it now.
So yeah, you guys are resting, recuperating. Picker, you're working, and night passes. Morning comes, no conflict, nothing crazy happens. And Color, you see coming from the horizon, you can see Gusano, and he flings a bright red and orange cow with horns that kind of curve into a circle over the head and flings it right in front of you. Brought breakfast.
I salivate a little bit, but for just some extra lore sake, what kind of cow is this? Like, do I know what kind of cow this is?
It's a sun cow. You would recognize it's a sun cow. It's they're cows that are coated in the elemental plane of fire, and they typically are extremely spicy.
Oh boy. If it's already dead and pre-cooked as it already seems to be,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and just like immediately begin chowing down, like giant bites.
Since it's morning, everybody would see a finished product, and it's going to look just like our new worm friend, just smaller. A mechanical version of it, smaller and hanging out next to Picker.
Hey, Picker, what's that?
Oh, this is gonna be my little insurance. He's gonna help defend me and us, of course, all of us. He's gonna pack a wallop. I think he'll be your best friend, hanging out with you while I'm in the back, keeping you all protected.
All right, I can dig it. I can dig it. Should we get a move on now, or should we try and cook up a little bit and then get our stuff on the road?
Well, after breakfast, I'm sure we'd all like to get going immediately. 500 gold ain't it's calling to me.
That's a fair thing. I'm just gonna try and harvest.
So you all kind of got breeze through the morning, get breakfast, get everything eaten, set up, rested up, good to go, and yeah, it's as Gusano told you, Color, it's only going to be taking about 2 hours to get you to Dick Rock from here.
Hang on.
About 45 minutes if you don't really care about the safety of everyone riding him.
Mm-hmm. How much do you guys care about your well-being?
I'm trying to get back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Rico over here because I'm trying to get back into the SWAT stick game, so I gotta get in tip-top shape.
We can get there in 45 minutes or 2 hours.
I'd rather the 2 hours.
Sleep me too.
Oh.
This is just fine.
Okay. I said take the long route.
All right. And you guys hop on. He cruises over the top of the dunes at a pretty fast pace, going over some, and then certain times he'll jump over the the actual pathway on the route and stick the landing on the other side. And after about 2 hours of travel, you can see Dick Rock up in the horizon. It's this giant sandstone obelisk stretching out of the dunes, and these two giant sandstone boulders on either side.
Now, that's a Dick Rock right there.
Those are some pretty big boulders it's got.
If you look closely, there's a tiny little spring spewing from the top.
There's no spring spewing from the top, but there is a small oasis nearby. Kind of you can see at the edge of the oasis, there's actually some green shrubbery growing as you guys reach the end.
Right up to the...
There's shrubbery growing around the base.
Yes, there is. Come on, let's keep going.
So, as we get over to the spring, I'm gonna look at the captain and be like, "Hey, Hey, Captain.
Yes.
I know you're kind of looking glum, but I don't know if that's your usual look. But I got a joke for you that I heard back in the league.
Indeed, this is just my usual expression. However, do you really think this is the time for humor?
I mean, yeah, because what does a storm cloud wear under his raincoat?
Haven't the foggiest.
It's underwear. And Frankie's just gonna lose it.
That makes absolutely no sense.
I raised an eyebrow.
Get it? Because, you know. All
Here we are, cousin. Dick Rock.
right, well, I guess that didn't really swing well with the crowd, so we should probably get back or get going down and get the sarsaparilla. And Frankie's gonna kind of look after. He's gonna wipe his tears from like the joke, and then start walking towards the rocks.
It's okay. You got 2 more strikes.
Don't want to swing them all in one go, you know.
Don't worry, Dick. I liked it.
The next one might just be a foul, you know?
Anyway, so where's this 30 armed ghosty guy?
So, looking around, you can see the oasis itself. You can see Dick Rock. And then you can see the wreckage of a cart a little bit further off in the distance on the path. And then around the oasis, you don't really see anything too out of the ordinary at first glance. But what are y'all doing as you're kind of standing around there?
I don't necessarily want to get any closer, but
Can I roll perception to see like if there's any signs of like the struggle
Yeah, you
from
can make
the
an
previous guys?
investigation check.
Oh no.
You can make an investigation check. All of you can make your own individual investigation checks if you'd like.
Oh,
okay.
that would be great. Because my investigation's a -1.
13.
16.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Frankie sees all.
All right. Federico? All right. Pretty sure Federico's AFK. We'll come back to it. So, Frankie, you see the first thing that catches your eye, kind of stays catching your eye, is the oasis is acting weird. Like, you see it rippling like if something was moving the water, but it's rippling from a point in the water that is in the center, and all the ripples are from about 40 to 50 feet across, and then rippling out towards the edge. It just has your interest the whole time, not really paying attention to anything else.
I'm gonna grab a javelin and have that ready. Just in case, because I remember those guys saying they're invisible.
And that'll bring us to next color. Color, you're kind of investigating, and you can see that there is something that kind of throws you off. There's a chair underneath, kind of like an outcropping of the rock nearest the oasis. That's like one of the boulders. And then near the chair, you can see there is some dust, but on top of the dust is a piece of rope. And then over with Captain, you can see it looks like that the wreckage of the wagon was moved from wherever conflict happened, because the way that the wreckage is strewn about doesn't make sense for it to have been attacked where it was. Like, they put whoever messed this up, they put a wheel that was very obviously the rear wheel of the wagon, and had like the wear and the design to be a rear wheel in the front. So it's very obvious that the wreckage was. And Picker, you see that it looks like there's been tracks going from the oasis to the path several times, like many feet, like almost like bestial feet. And Federico, did you roll investigation?
I did. I got a 19.
Okay. So you managed to see that there's all this other stuff kind of going on. But the one thing that you kind of see that kind of really catches your interest is all of the individual spots in the sand where you can see that they're slightly darker, kind of like a tinge of red. What do y'all do?
I would like to grab the hilt of my sword,
I
summon a little sand mephit, and I would like to have him travel across towards the oasis before anybody does anything.
Is there these like red dots in the sand that I can see? Is there one near me?
Yeah, they're like all over, but there is one nearest you.
Okay, I'd like to see if I can brush some of the red sand away and see how far down it goes.
Okay. So as you kind of do that, you see a severed head right underneath the sand. Blood just kind of
Of
pouring
course
from
I
the neck.
do.
And with that, we're gonna roll initiative.
oh no.
Of course we are.
I
Shit.
would like to let
I
you
was
know I
just
cannot
about to
be
throw the
surprised.
javelin.
I rolled a 22.
Alright.
We got 2 16s and 2 18s.
Oh yeah, check that out. I was even with advantage.
2 16s and 2 18s. But Stellaris would go before Pickard because the higher mod.
Usually when it comes to like ties in the initiative order, what my DM and what I usually do is we'll just roll again, and whoever has the higher one would go first in the combat.
Alright, so Color, you're up first.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm experienced with fighting with my eyes closed. I'll close my eyes and kind of feel around for what's around.
Okay.
Um, can I just kind of focus and see if I can feel any kind of weird
Yeah,
vibes?
make a perception check at disadvantage.
All right, I can do that. That one's a 21, and
Mhm.
oh wait, hold on, that's a nature check, and a 18.
Yeah, so you both you firstly you feel like a hot humid air coming from about 20 feet above you and above the oasis, and you can hear the low grumbling of a growl.
Okay, I would like to move about 10 feet closer
All right.
towards where that feeling is. And
Mhm.
would you say I'm about within 10 feet of it?
Uh, I mean, it's hard for you to determine whether or not you are about 10 feet away from it.
Okay, well, I'll make the swipe anyway. I'm gonna use my bonus action to again summon claws.
Okay.
Use a key point and like spectral dragon claws just pop out where after I shoot a punch.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh wait, that was the wrong hit, but it's the same mod. So it's a natural 1.
Yeah, you swipe and nothing. Doesn't connect, nothing.
Mm. That's turn.
All right. Frankie, you're up. You can hear the sounds of breathing. You can feel the hot, sticky air, but you can't exactly ascertain where it's coming from, just that it's coming from near the oasis.
I'm gonna think back to that time in SWAT stick when I got out when it should have been an in, and I'm gonna go into a rage as a bonus action. Then I'm going to, for my action, use magic awareness. Oh, and I also have to roll for my wild magic surge. So this is for wild mag. Oh, 6 again. Hell yeah. So when I go into my rage, everyone just kind of sees like lights starting to float around me, and it's like red, blue, the rainbow. And everyone within 10 feet of me gets a +1 bonus to AC. And I also get the +1 bonus to AC.
Okay.
And then for my action, I'm going to use magic awareness. So as an action, I can open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of my next turn. I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of me that isn't behind in total cover. When I sense a spell, I learn which level of magic it belongs to.
Hey DM, I also forgot to say whenever I summon that thing, I need a dex save from anybody around me. I believe
Okay.
within 10 feet of me. So if I don't hit
17.
anything, I'll pass. But
All right.
Um, So, do I sense where this thing is?
You feel like it's somewhere near that area above the oasis, but you can't exactly know for sure.
All right, so it's still within 60 feet of me, and I'm assuming it's using a spell, or is it just an ability?
What?
Um, the invisible thing, because if it's a spell, I learn which school of magic it belongs to, and I get the sense where it is.
Nope, no spell. There's
All
no
right,
spell
so
being used.
it's just magic. Can I do anything else for an action? No, I cannot because I only get one action, and that'll be it for Frankie.
Okay. Vitorico, you're up.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute. I started talking and then that was a whole thing. Anyway, I want to cast color spray, I think.
Okay.
What are you spraying me with?
Oh shit, no. Because color spray doesn't do what my brain thought it did. Shit. We can't see anything, hey? We can't,
No.
we can't see any...
There's no silhouette. There's no nothing. All you can hear what sounds like low grumbling sounds,
Mm-hmm.
and you can feel like the warm, humid breath of whatever this thing.
Right. Okay, I'm going to aim for where I can hear the growling,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Snowball Swarm.
Okay.
So a flurry of magic snowballs erupts from a point you choose within range, and each creature in a 5-foot radius centered on that point must make a dex saving throw.
Okay. I'll make that dex saving throw. That is a 10.
Needs to succeed on a DC 12.
Okay, so it fails.
Nice.
So you see that this thing gets pelted with snowballs. And what are you doing when you hit it?
What do you mean?
Like, are you looking at it? Are you?
Yes,
like,
I'm looking at where I cast the spell to see if
Okay.
I can see like the shape of the thing.
Okay. So yeah, you can go ahead and what's the damage on that?
I am rolling right now. 14. 14 cold damage.
Okay. So you see an outline of looks to be 30 heads. Then on the edge of these long necks is this sharp axe-like head with no mouth. And then a body like a giant, like almost like dragon. And in the center of the chest is this giant gaping mouth. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. I don't think my wisdom's very good. 20.
Okay. You feel like a ting in your head, really painful, but nothing else happens.
Okay.
And that'll bring us to Captain Stellaris. You can see the outline of this creature now. I need you to also make a wisdom saving.
That's going to be an 8.
So you feel a sharp pain in your head, and your neck burns like fire as a scar kind of comes across your neck, and you are going to take 6 fire damage on your neck.
Ow.
And your turn. What are you doing?
Alrighty, well, I'm going to pick up my rapier of the 1,000 cuts and my longsword. And I'm going to run up and swing at it.
Okay. Roll to hit. No disadvantage now that you can see it.
Okay, the rapier first.
But due to the heat, by the time we get down to Vitorico's next turn, the snow will have melted.
So that was a 10 with the rapier.
Shit. That'll miss.
And then with the longsword, it's going to be a 19.
That'll hit.
For 3 damage.
Wait. Got it. All right. And that'll bring us up to the good old classic, ever so dangerous, 30-handed ghost header. All right. Starting off first. Color. One of the heads swings at you, and that's a 22 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So you're gonna take 15 psychic damage as this thing goes right through your neck. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, damn. That one hurt. Why is this not? Let's see. That's a natural 20.
You see what looks to be an astral projection of your head fall and hit the ground. But you can see through it, like you can see the projection.
I would like to bring out that force of spirit behind my path.
All
My
right.
path. My stand appears behind me.
All right. And then the next one, Frankie. That'll be a 21 to hit.
That unfortunately hits.
All right. And you're going to take 14 cold damage, as in one of the
Resistant,
heads swings
baby.
right at your neck. So you take 7 cold damage instead.
Hell yeah.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, not hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. That's a 5.
You see, literally, you see your head rotate, and you feel your top of your head hit the sand as you were looking up at your body. That is
Can
touching
I
the
close my eyes and put my head back on like the guy said? I paid attention.
Sure. Make another wisdom saving throw at advantage.
All right, hell yeah. So it was 7 damage from the cold.
Correct.
All right, and that's it so far. That's a 15 for the first one and a 3 for the second. So 15.
So you pick your head back up, place it on top of your shoulders, and you feel your head now back on the back up on your shoulders where it's supposed to be.
I paid attention, baby. Got him.
All right, Vitorico, you're next. That is going to be a 28 to hit.
Hell yeah.
All right. So this one swings at you, and that's going to be 6 lightning damage as it goes right through your neck. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A nat 1.
You feel your head just roll off your shoulders, land in the edge of the water, and you can feel the water flowing up into your mouth, and you can see your body staggering without your head.
Uh.
What do you do?
We can't see. Can we see him anymore? Or this monster
Not
thing anymore?
not from where you're at, and no, you can't see him anymore because the snow melted on your turn.
Right.
Oh, no, actually, no. Actually, we haven't gotten around to your turn yet, so it's still fine. But from where your head's at right now, you can't see him anymore. But before your head got cut off, you could see where he was.
I. Is my body close enough to pick up my head?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I also close my eyes and pick up my head and put it back on?
Sure, make a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Keep pushing the wrong button. Wisdom 1. Alright, that was a hefty 4. Wisdom 2.
So,
A little better at a 16.
so yeah, you pick up your head, get it back on your shoulders, spit out the water that was in your mouth, and you're right as rain now.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
That'll bring us to our next attack. One for Captain Stellaris. That'll be a 14 to hit.
That's going to be a miss.
All right, as one head swings wildly at you, and you kind of dodge underneath it. And last one for Picker. That'll be a 21 to hit.
Shield.
All right. Do you raise it up enough?
Yes, to a 23.
Cool. All right. So that'll be the end of its turn. Picker, you're up. You can still see the outline of this thing, so I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
19.
All right, you're good. You feel like a little ping mentally in your head, like painful, but it doesn't do anything else.
Okay, Picker will pull out another contraption from his bag, and it's a little vial, and he will smash it on the ground, and he will cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay.
30-foot line. Dexterity 17 save for him.
Dex saving throw. That's going to be a 10.
Right? He fails
Okay.
and takes 4 points of poison damage and is covered in acid and is unable and has to spend a turn scraping it off if he wants to stop burning.
Okay. All right. And is that the end of your turn, Picker?
Then for my bonus action, I'll shoot a crossbow at him.
Okay.
14 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay.
You see it ting right off the side of whatever this thing is.
Okay. And then
Yep, good.
right after my turn is my mechanical creature's turn.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull him up really quick. Steel Defender. My Steel Defender will get up right next to Frankie and take a defensive position next to him.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Color, you're up. You can still see the outline of this thing, so I need a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I would still have my eyes closed. I heard. I was paying attention to that dude's
Okay.
story.
So you still have your eyes closed?
I'll make attacks with disadvantage if I have to, but
Okay.
I'm gonna inch a little bit closer towards where I feel him, and my first action is going to be to swing with my big astral arm.
All right. So he's got to make a dex saving throw first, right?
No, because
Or
they're
you gotta roll
already
a hit?
out. No, they're already out, and they last a minute. That's gonna be a 14 to hit unless I have disadvantage.
No, you miss.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna flurry of blows and then just swing again.
Okay.
A 17. Do I have
You make-
disadvantage to hit or no?
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine because you have the blind fighting thing, right?
No, I don't have blind fighting. I'm just swinging wildly. Like I said, I'll take the disadvantage to hit. I was just asking since I'm kind of trained monk. I'm just swinging wildly with giant astral arms.
Because this thing's huge, I'm gonna allow the wild swinging to be fine. So yeah, that'll hit.
17 hits. All right, that's gonna be 8 bludgeoning damage.
Right.
And then the second hit was a 23
Okay, that'll hit.
for 10 bludgeoning damage.
All right. So as you kind of
And
land both,
force really, but
you kind of land both these hits, the force damage kind of knocking it pretty solidly good. What you can hear is the sounds of something hitting the water of the oasis, and the rest of you who are looking, you can see portions of scales falling into the water, revealing this like grayish, oozy skin that's just kind of dripping underneath. And that'll bring us to Frankie.
All right, so here's the plan. I'm going to look down at the ground, open my eyes, and then I'm going to look up just enough to where I can see the captain's feet, but not the creature.
Okay.
I'm going to take my bat in hand. I'm going to keep looking at the ground towards the captain's feet, and once I get close enough, I'm going to swing up on the ghost.
Okay. You can roll to hit.
Batter up. That's an 11 for the first attack.
That'll miss.
I rolled a nat 1. What? Here comes attack number 2 with the bat. That's a 12. 13 because it's +1 to hit.
That's gonna miss too.
God damn. I'm raging. So it's the captain and color within 10 feet of me, right?
Right.
They get +1 to their AC because of my wild magic surge.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And I believe That's all I can do.
All right, Vitorico, you're up.
Okay, I would like to use my Book of Misspells and cast Fold Person.
Okay.
So I'm going to, with my eyes closed, I'm just going to aim my body where this monster was and cast Fold Person at it. So the target must make a Wisdom saving throw. Oh geez, I'm sorry, she's crying again.
You're fine.
A Wisdom saving throw. Or take 4d6 damage.
Okay. That's a 20, not natural.
You succeed, damn it.
Yep. So spell goes off, but nothing quite happens.
Pretty much.
Captain? Or sorry, you have something else, Federico?
I have for like a bonus action. I can jump up to 20 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to jump back 10 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
All right. Captain Stellaris, you're up.
So this thing is in the water, yeah?
Correct.
And what was it that you said I could see? Some kind of scales?
Yeah, you could see, like, it looked to be like these scales when they were falling and hitting the water. But when you saw them as they were falling off, they were like, reflecting and like mimetic in the way that they were actually making this, whatever these scales were on, look invisible. And underneath it, you could see that this drooping gray and oozy like substance.
Okay, and how far away is it from where I'm at?
It's about 60 feet away from where you're at, for the actual body of it, but its heads are right up on you.
Okay. Then I'm going to swing with my longsword and rapier again.
Okay. Roll to hit.
All right. For the longsword, 25 with a nat 20.
That'll hit. Nat 20, roll percentage.
So that's going to be what, 2d10s?
The D100 on
it.
D&D Beyond.
43.
All right, that's going to be double damage. So whatever you roll for damage,
Okay.
double it on that one attack.
So total of 12.
Okay. And then the rapier,
19.
that'll hit.
11 piercing.
Okay. All right, you land 2 solid hits on this thing. Since you can still see it, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
All right. You feel that little ting inside your head, but nothing else happens.
Right.
That'll bring us to the 30-handed ghost header. First up, it's gonna attack Color with a swing. That is a 12.
That'll miss.
Then it'll attack Frankie with another swing. That's a 26.
That totally misses all the 100% all the way.
My steel
So-
defender will impose disadvantage on that
Okay.
by default.
Hell yeah.
That'll be an 11 then.
That misses. Hell
So
yeah.
The next attack will be on Vitorico. That is a 19.
That hits.
So you take 14 acid damage as you feel another blade go right through your neck and your head once again. Wisdom saving throw.
As a reaction, I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge. Oh, wait, no, shit, because I can't see them. Never mind. Ignore all of that. Let me do my saving throw. No.
Doesn't the hair
11.
have a reaction where they can jump 15 feet in the air?
No.
Hold on
What'd you roll
one
for your wisdom saving throw? What'd you roll for your wisdom saving throw, Vitorico?
7.
Yeah, so you, once again, your head rolls off your shoulders, this time landing behind you.
Of course it does.
And you can see, looking at your back, and your body kind of just flailing around without your head there. What do you do?
Cry and yell insults at myself. And then... Am I still in control of my body?
Yeah, you are.
If I turn around to pick up my head and put it back on, am I going to open myself up to attack again?
No.
Cool. Then I'm going to turn around and pick up my head, still screaming insults at myself,
Right,
and put it back on.
Make a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
First one is 15. Second one's 11, so 15.
So you grab your head, get it right back on your shoulders, and everything's right as rain again.
Perfect.
That'll bring us to our next attack on Captain Stellaris. That'll be a 19.
That's a hit.
One of the blades goes right through your neck again. That's going to be 8
God
fire
damn.
damage, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
15.
All right. You feel a ting in your head, but nothing happens, and that'll bring us up to swinging on Picker, and that'll be a 20 to hit on you.
That hits.
So you're going to take 11 lightning damage as you feel the blade go right through your neck. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A 6.
So you feel your head hit the sand right in front of your feet.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to close my eyes and try to shove my head back on my shoulders.
All right, make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
That's a 7 and a 21. Natural 20.
All right, so you pick your head back up, get it back on your shoulders, and you're ready to keep rocking. And it's your turn now.
That ghosty guy's turn. He took 5 points of acid damage.
Yep, got it. Okay.
Picker's gonna back up just a little bit, try to get a little space between him and this big man, just a little, and he's gonna cast Conjure Barrage. He's gonna pull out a dagger, and he's gonna throw it at it, and it's gonna create a cone, and it's Dexterity 17.
Okay. That's a fail.
Right. He's going to take 12 points of damage as
Okay.
celestial daggers just go flying through him.
So you see he goes sink right into it, and these daggers kind of go piercing through it, and you see more scales just dropping into the water, revealing what looks to be a gray, sludgy being underneath all those scales.
So is the dagger inside him? Is it stuck in him?
Yes.
Wonderful. I'm going to pull out my crossbow, and as a bonus action, or bonus attack, going to shoot him.
All right, roll to hit.
12.
That'll miss.
Ah, this thing. My goodness.
All right, that'll bring us up to Color.
I can't really tell if this thing's getting down or not, and I'm just gonna wildly just start smashing around, right on top of where I think it is.
Roll to hit.
So the first one's gonna be a 20
That'll hit.
for 11 force damage.
All right, got it.
And then my next attack is a natural 1.
That's gonna miss.
Boom. Then I'm going to use a key point for flurry of blows,
Okay,
and that's going to be a 27 to hit
that'll hit.
for a 7 force damage.
Okay,
And then my last one's going to be a 13 to hit.
that'll miss.
Darn. Well, that's all I can do. Just did the order.
All right, Frankie, you're up.
I'm gonna do what the coach taught me to do the best. Swing. And I'm gonna swing on him.
Roll to hit.
Come on, something. All right, another net one.
That's a miss.
All right. Yeah, don't worry. One of these days, with my plus 10 to hit, I'll hit. That's a 19, and I think I have real critical.
Yes, you do.
Aw, hell yeah.
I thought that was a 19 on the die.
That will hit though.
Yeah, I did roll a 9. I rolled a 10 plus 9. Well, actually, it'd be a synthetic 20 because the bat gives me plus 1 to hit.
All right, damage, if you don't mind.
Damage with the bat is 13.
Okay.
And I'm going to use home run, and I'm going to send it flying 30 feet. Actually, no, I don't want to send it flying.
Yeah. So that's only when you roll a 20 on your attack roll. It
Yeah,
has to
so
be an
I rolled
actual-
I
So
rolled a
that has to be
19.
It has to be a 20 on the die for that one.
Oh, it's got to be a nat 20.
Yeah.
All right, I'm picking up what you're putting down now. It just says when you roll a 20, and I assume synthetic or nat. And then with brutal critical trick.
But you could do seeing stars from that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So give me that Constitution saving throw.
That
I should
is
see.
a 19 total.
Meets it, beats it. Actually, no, I have a 17 for the saving throw.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, because I think that's the only thing I can do because I don't have a lot for bonus actions.
All right. Vitorico, you're up.
Okay. I would like to cast Friar Ball. So it conjures and launches a clergyman at the target, dealing 8d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed dex saving throw.
Yep.
Is that an AoE or is it single target?
Single target.
That
Oh,
is
wow.
that is a
I
10. He failed.
I love
It
this spell
failed.
book.
Damage.
What it was called a friar ball?
Friar Ball, yes.
Oh my god.
And then 4, 5, 6. Roll. Oh shit! I only rolled 6d6. Shit. Let me roll 2 more.
I got the 19. So you're
Cool.
good on
And 6
that.
for a total of 25 damage.
So how does this creature die with this friar ball?
The Friar Ball kills it.
So what happens? Detail it for me.
Okay. So I'm just gonna read the rest of this spell description. The conjured friar is holding its knees and tumbles end over end while screaming religious platitudes during its flight, and then lies still after hitting the target. It is a non-living magical construct, and upon closer inspection, it appears to be made of painted wood and dyed cloth. So, I'm going to say that this that this friar ball hits the creature just above its weird chest mouth. And shards of wood get just stabbed into it all around the mouth like some sort of really painful lip liner. And as it falls to the ground, the cloth kind of slips off and covers some of its heads, so that its heads cut off other heads, and then it's just pure beheading chaos until it lies still.
That's the end of the encounter. You guys are all kind of sitting there trying to figure out what the hell just happened. The coming from down the path, you see Sheriff Dustwalker riding up on a purple worm. Says,
Open my eyes.
"Well,
Did we get it?
sure looks like y'all had a good time."
Boy, could
Yeah,
we
you could say we had we were head over shoulders here.
It was a real sight. You should have seen that fight.
I killed him with a priest.
I heard Praise Fazura scream over my head.
Well, we'll have the rest of the Purple Riders come on out and clean up here. Why don't y'all come back with me? We'll get you all set up with your monies and whatnot. This
Hey, you should probably look over at Vitrico. Is her head off?
nope.
Is it like actually off, or is she's
No.
doing
No.
okay?
But each one of you who had gotten hit now has a scar across your neck.
Hurts a little bit.
It
Yeah, my neck is sore.
kind of looks like that old. That kind of looks like that old
Yeah.
Pook was right, but
Yeah, we found out that somebody had brought this creature here. is a distraction. They done stole all the sand dune sarsaparilla for themselves. Had it stashed in their house. But a deal's a deal, so we got you paid. 500 gold. Just come on down to the fez and we'll get you all set up.
You should probably return those potions.
What potion?
Yeah, that's a. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Color is just being color.
Where's the
And,
sarsaparilla? We should
Yeah.
talk over a nice sarsaparilla.
Yeah, come on down to the fez. We'll get you all set up with a nice ice cold sarsaparilla.
Oh.
Hey, Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm talking to the actual captain, not the sheriff.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So this kind of reminds me of another joke I heard.
Go on.
So, why did the cowboy adopt a wiener dog?
The fuck is a wiener dog?
It's like it's just a long dog.
Long dog. Okay, well, why?
He wanted to get a long little doggy. And Frankie's gonna do a knee slapper and he's gonna start making his way to town.